Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing well. So, today I am here to explain this newspaper. So, good morning, everyone. Let's read this newspaper. This newspaper is mainly from the Indian Express, and if any student who want PDF and who want explanation of another newspaper, then please comment down. I will definitely provide PDF of regular lecture of any other newspaper also. Okay, so keep watching. If you have any doubt or if you are unable to see the screen or if the words are getting blurred, then please comment down. I will definitely provide PDF also. So here we begin our session. I'm going to read all the important headlines which is relevant in context of all the government exams, and I'm not going to explain each things in detail, but whatever the thing that I think that it linked to government exams and it's helpful for current affairs, then I will definitely read. Otherwise I will skip that news or I just read that headlines. Okay, so let's read it. So, Manipur to Assam. I have to pick the highlighter, so I will highlight only important words also. If anyone want Hindi explanation, I can able to explain in Hindi also, but before that, I will try to explain in English. Okay, so listen carefully. You will easily able to understand, and it's easy to understand. Okay, Manipur, two Assam Rifles personnel killed, five injured as convoy ambushed on highway. Incident in Bishnupur district comes less than a week after PM visited. Oh, that's a very bad news. Efforts for early conclusion being intensified. MEA trade deal talks back on track. Goyal led team in US next week. So, what this means? Where Jaishankar and Rubio also likely to meet in New York on UNGA sidelines. Okay, so US, UK, France put on hold Pakistan bid to designate Baloch group as terrorist. Pakistan Defense Minister bombshell, if need be, our end program can be given to the Saudis. Nara Lokesh and the X Factory wooing forms much to Karnataka's dismay. Physical health of states under strain as public debt triples in 10 years. This is the thing. So, what does it clarify? It clarifies that the physical health of states under strain as public debt trebles in 10 years. This is the data where this shows high debt to GSTP ratio, and this is the top 5 states which have high huge debt. Okay, so the public debt of all the states are much probably high, but according to the data of 22-23, we can say that these five states are at the top, and the debt percentage are much more higher in Punjab, then Nagaland, then West Bengal, then Himachal Pradesh, then Bihar. These are the five states of India which has high debt. Okay, so this is the report which is released by CAG K Sanjay Murthy. Okay, during the State Finance Secretary Conference, this is the data. and this data is mainly clarify the report from 2013 to 14 or to 2022-23. This is mainly the data, and this is the comparison between the data, and this comparison shows still that Punjab has the highest debt percentage. So if you want detailed explanation of this page, first page, then please go to the second page. Here you get detailed explanation. Aap alleges Election Commission did not probe its vote chori complaint. Poll body reviewed. This is mainly about the vote chori that is shown in the Bihar, and the opposition party, the Congress, started the campaign of vote chori, where they make culprit to BJP that they steal vote after that they won election. This is the main point. So this news is about that Bihar's incident. Okay, I tried to not skip the news, but if I see it's irrelevant, I will definitely skip that news. Nadda CM hailed victory of ABP candidate in student union election. Oh, this is the union elections and how the students win. ABP reclaims key post of DUSU president, bags two other while NSUI manages one. ABVP. This is the word that we check in the headline, and the full form is this: Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad. Okay, and National Student Union of India. These are the things where Delhi is mainly electing presidents. Okay, and that president they are formed with the votes, and they check and manages the all thing of DU. Okay, this is the use of there. So who wins? The student that wins. Here is the picture. Another man held injured in encounter. This Patani house was targeted twice in 2 days. Minor fired, was shot, detained, say police. Victory procession order violated. High Court pulls up 7 candidates, 2 of them winner. Substandard work. CBI books 28 retired DDA staff, 4 firms. Key accused in rupees 2700 crore smart city Punji scheme arrested. Transforming maritime sector. Marine. The word marine. Can anyone tell me the meaning of marine? Because the word maritime that you are saying there, the meaning of the word maritime is it integrate from the word marine means samundri. Okay, समुद्री चीज, समुंदर का कोई चीज, उसको बोल रहे हैं मैरीन यहाँ पे. ठीक है, then transforming maritime sector means PM Modi want to develop the marine Okay, so they launched some project in terms of in for seas, so they can able to develop the sea of um, sea areas and the ocean areas, and the product and the budget that announced for the project for the maritime sector is worth rupees 34,000 crore. This is the thing. And which areas, seas and marines are covered under this project? This is the name. Here are the name. You have to read it. So let's move on to the next slide. This is the first day of iPhone 17 launch. It's a long line of customers who want to buy iPhone 17. Oh, what type of craving in the market about this phone? Means Indian have money, but not with everyone, because in India there is a strategy of if you are rich, you become rich, you become richer, and if you are poor, you are getting poorer. This is the fund of Indians. Because in India there is too much people who are not able to eat three times a meal per day, and these are the young youth and generation. I know they are working, they are getting job through their hard work, but this is the condition. If I say that there is two ways, two side of a single coin, where one side shows this type of peoples and the another type shows the middle class, the person who is unable to eat three time of meal. These are the thing. So just remove it. Because if I start talking on the topic, the session will take too much time. Aim to reduce flooding incident by 50%, looking at solution for 30 years. Government unveils drainage plan for Delhi. AI based audit detected fraudulent cases in state beneficiary scheme, say CAG. What is the full form of CAG? Can anyone tell me? The full form of CAG is Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Okay, so the name of CAG, can anyone tell me? I will write here the name of CAG is K Sanjay Murthy. Okay, this is the name. Every student can just remember this name. Don't forget. This is the name K Sanjay Murthy, the CAG of India. I have to pick the highlighter pen, this time from pen. Okay, so let's move on to the another news. Just wait, what the news says? This news says that through use of AI audit, there is too much fraud cases come in India, means come in front of public, and they mainly says that these frauds are happening just because just through the use of AI. These are the thing that they want to say. This is the main thing that the passage want to explain. Okay, net premises for Prime Minister Museum. Government say left stay on eviction notice to Nehru Memorial Fund. Another slide. Canada NSA minister who fueled India raw under Trudeau hold talks in Delhi. Election Commission delays 474 registered unrecognized party over poll no show. BJP slams Congress over Petroda first at home in Pakistan's statement. Can anyone tell me if at the end of the word, if you if you see this type of apostrophes at the end of the word, what does it means? This is not apostrophe. I just want to ask this question. Okay, this is the line that mainly talk about this. But I just want to ask a single question. The question is that if any word ends with this apostrophe, what does it means? Then please comment down if you know, and I will explain that if any word which end with this apostrophe, only this apostrophe, not with open inverted comma, close inverted comma. No, this is not. I'm just talking about that apostrophes, and that apostrophe means that group, that the plural of something. Okay, like in mangoes, at the end. In mangoes is also plural. I'm unable to understand, give the example, but I think if the word has apostrophe at the end, that clarify the sense, that clarify the sense of plural, something that is plural. Okay. Sikh delegation. What do you mean by delegation? Means power को बांटना. ठीक है. Sikh delegation means power को बांटना. Led by Puri gives suggestion on holy relic to PM. So this is the another slide. Let's read it. Let's read the headlines. Pakistan terror military nexus more glaring now. Government of jazz admission. Supreme Court dismisses plea against Masuru Tasara invitation to Bhanu Mustaq. World has to learn a lesson from India on how to start terminate conflict. IF chief, and the name of the chief is Marshal AP Singh. Sambhal violence location issued against Dubai gangster who supplied weapon. Apology being bright can't be ground to quash FIR High Court. Checking impact on India, saying MEA after US revokes Jabhar sanction waiver. Homebound is India's entry for Oscars. Oh, IIT Rourkela, IIT Roorkee director says student ignoring process industry for jobs worrying. Official face against as UP government takes up complaints by workers of BJP allies. This is the next slide. After that, I think the slide is editorial, and that slide is much more important. Firstly, we read this. After that, we are going to that slide. He complained of racism, says family of techie shot by police in California. High Court stays board order allowing temple fund for Ayappa Sangam. BRS ship has sailed for me. Party is leaning towards BJP. Fighter pilot to astronaut. Sukla shares lesson in teamwork from ISS experience. Soon budding content creator can pitch to buyers via online viewing room. Rajasthan High Court asked Education Board to ensure students don't skip school to attend coaching. Bengal government on alert as Kurmis begin rail road blockade from today in three states. Presidential gift auction 10,000 banknote from 1935 vintage clock get most traction. So finally we end all this news and we are at the page for this. I'm waiting and I'm not only waiting, this slide is very important. This is the editorial page of Indian Express and this is very relevant not in contest of government exams but in contest of all the writing exams where you want, and it also help to improvise your speaking English, improvise your English speaking words, and it also help to write answers, and it increase the capacity of critical thinking. This is the main funda of reading this, because in this page the author mainly talks about their own ideas. They write the view on the topic that is roaming here and there in India. From that topic, they pick that topic, the authors, and they explain each things in detail. This is the thing. So here we are going to read it, but before reading this, the main thing is that let's read about the thought of the day. Okay. Worldly wise, if you can't accept losing, you can't win. And this means that if you can't accept losing, अगर तुम हार को बर्दाश्त नहीं कर सकते हो, अगर तुम हार को accept नहीं कर सकते हो, तुम जीत नहीं पाओगे. This is the main thing. This is the main idea of the thought. Okay, and this is the best. So let's read about the author's opinion on the topic. And today's author is Uttam Kumar Sinha. And let's read it what he want to say. The document passed its time. Okay, the topic headlines start from this. The document. I need to say that a document past its time. Indus Water Treaty calls for clear-eyed scrutiny. Can anyone tell me the meaning of scrutiny? Means inspection. Okay, the meaning of the inspection. So through reading this line, I can tell that this passage is mainly about the Indus Water Treaty and how it inspect. Okay, means how the treaty is get overthrown and what's mainly happened on that treaty. I mean to say that treaty means samjhota. Okay, when challenges is climate change, not engineering rivers. Okay, when the treaty is when the challenges, when the hurdles are about climate change, not about engineers. This is the main headlines, and this is the topic that we are going to read. Okay, so let's read it. If you have any doubt, then please comment down. I will definitely uh, explain that thing. Okay, so if I know, I will explain. 65 years ago, India and Pakistan signed the Indus Water Treaty (IWT), brokered by the World Bank. It divided a collection of river into two national halves. Okay, the western river flowing from Jammu Kashmir, Chenab, Jhelum, and the Indus. We have to highlight it. The flow of the western rivers and the names given here is the Chenab, Jhelum, and Indus. Okay, sorry. Where for Pakistan's use. While the eastern rivers in Punjab, Satluj, Beas, and Ravi, these are the eastern river near Pakistan, and these are the western river from Jammu Kashmir. Okay, these are the name. Everyone should have to remember the name. Western and eastern rivers names are there. What do they want to say? Just read it. Whereas signed for India's exclusive utilization. Okay, the divide Indus Basin was to govern by provision, restriction, and arbitration mechanism. In the post-colonial imagination, the Indus and the tributaries were claimed as instrument of nation building, valued in terms of sovereignty. Sovereignty. Can anyone tell me this para means? They mainly talk about the just mainly explain about the western rivers, the eastern rivers, and how the Indus Basin is divided between the borders of India and Pakistan, which type of restriction, arbitraries, and provisions are shown there in the post-colonial imagination. This is the thing. Okay, so the IWT enabled the most complete utilization of water. Okay, so IWT enabled what it enabled. It enables the complete utilization of the water through dams, barrages, and canals. Okay, without it, Pakistan would have been constrained to build grand hydraulic work to transfer water from western river to meet its irrigation needs and become independent of the eastern rivers. Likewise, without exclusive access to eastern river, India would have struggled to make the Bhakra and Nangal dams operation and to irrigate 15 million hectares of farmlands in Punjab. Projects like the Rajasthan Canal would have faltered and the Ravi Beas Link Canal might never have taken off. These are the things that's in this paragraph. Mainly, the author want to say is that how the waters and the canals help Pakistan, and without it, Pakistan were not able to make the grand hydraulic work, and they also unable to get unable to meet with their irrigation facility. So these are the thing. Likewise, without exclusive access to eastern rivers. Okay, so these are the project that is made. These are the operation that is run by the government of India, where they started project like Wakaranangal dams, and these projects are helpful to Punjab because it's help in irrigation of 15 million hectare farmlands in Punjab. Okay, this is the thing. Even the author want to tell us about the project Rajasthan Canal, Ravi B, and it linked from Ravi B's. So it also help to irrigation facility and also help to irrigate the farmlands. Okay, so these are the thing. When the Lok Sabha debated the IWT November 30, 1960, the mood was anything but celebratory. This is the thing. PM Jawaharlal Nehru faced sharp criticism. One member accused him of acting like an umpire in a cricket match. Okay, this is the thing. What the author want to say from this line, from here to here, they mainly say about how the PM faced too much criticism. Okay, and the PM Jawaharlal Nehru, how they faced too much criticism on the time of 1960s, when they mainly talk about the projects and the names for the separation of India and Pakistan. These are the thing how they face a lot of criticism. This is the thing that is written there. When the engineers behind the treaty offered a technical solution to optimize the basin water, the larger political purpose that Nehru had invested in it, peace and stability with Pakistan, quickly unraveled. Barely had the ink dried with Pakistan's president with the logic. Okay, so this treaty or no treaty, this is the thing that is explained here. How Ayub Khan want to explain their words. So what here it written? This is written that, so what of the treaty? Many would argue that it is a good as dead. What this treaty explains. So let's move on to the another paragraph of the same passage. So the aggregation towards this, I think this will. So history carries weight, but it cannot be undone. The real taste is not whether the treaty was right or wrong in 1960s, but whether it still matter today. Terror attacks and political hostility have reduced the notion of shared resources management to hollow idea. After the Pahalgam attack, India put the IWT in abeyance, suspending its participation in its mechanism. This is the thing that the author Uttam Kumar want to say, that if something happened wrong or right in the Treaty of 1960s by the former Prime Minister I mean to say Jawaharlal Nehru, but what the thing that matter is the today's thing, what अभी क्या चल रहा है वो मैटर करता है, ठीक है. So whether it still matter today. So terror attack source, and due to the Pahalgam attack that we already heard about this news that there is attack in Pahalgam. So after that, it also create a huge impact on the both countries and the situations of both two countries. Due to that also, many of them want to say that this is bad, or means want they don't want peace between each other. Okay, this is mainly about the both countries, India and Pakistan. So let's read here. The river continues to flow indifferent to politics, but the challenges confront the Indus Basin today are unlike any before, rendering the IWT document of the past. Climate change is accelerating glacier melt in the Hindu Kush. Okay, Himalaya directly affecting water availability in the upper Hindu Basin. Glaciers are shrinking and runoff is projected to rise, bringing major shift in river flows. Form further downstream in the lower in this basin, rainfall has grown increasingly erratic, with the once reliable monsoon transforming from agriculture's trusted ally into an unpredictable threat. This is the thing that's written there, that the devastation of flood in the Punjab, and the flood affect mainly 1650 villages and 23 districts, and this submerged the area of above 1.7 lakh acre. It's the area which is affected by the flood. Massive paddies and crops are get damaged due to this flood. Over 2 billion people had to be evacuated as the water rose. Means in the border of Punjab, Pakistan and Punjab, 2 billion peoples have been evacuated. Okay, to save their lives due to the flood. Okay. Alongside climate extremes lies a silent crisis situation. Reservoirs are choking, storage capacity shrinks. Each year, canals carry less water, and rising river beds make flood fires fiercer. These are not distant problems, they are unfolding in real time. What the river need to be pessimism, dredging after each flood, or ad hoc desalination when the reservoir clogged, but a coherent national strategy on silt management. In Punjab, the problem has taken on urgent proportion. Flood this year left large tracts of farmland buried under silt, crippling farmers who had already lost their crops. The broader lesson, however, is clear. Situation is not just byproduct of flood; it is growing national crisis on that demand a long-term coordinated response. Silt must be shown. This is the thing that's shown there, that due to the flood that came in the recent month in the areas of Punjab, means in between the border of Punjab and Pakistan. This passage is mainly talking about that idea. And the thing that they also want to clarify, that how the government help the victims and the flood victims, and there is national support, and there is national efforts to reduce flood, and the expansion source in the areas of Punjab, where through the expansion of the storage, if there is huge grain and anything that is left after cultivating, after producing from agriculture, this all grains should be kept in a secure place, so they does not harm due to sunlight or anything. So this is the main idea. So the IWT was forced in an era when water was about canals and hydropower. At the time, the priority was irrigation projects, dam, and mechanics of resources division. But today, water has taken on a very different meaning. It is no longer only about engineering river. It is about resilience in the face of climate. This passage shows that the resilience, the change, how fragility is shown in the environment, how the flood can easily affect all over the area because of the water capacity. So in the engineers of that area, they are given the project to help them. Mainly after the Treaty of 1960 agreement, matter today is what truly matters today is the thing that the transformation or transboundary of hydrological data and timely flood information. This is the thing that matters today. That if flood is coming, they have the farmer should have to know that they already get the information before the time. Okay, so real rigidity so that they are less affected from that flood and they are getting less harm from this. Okay, so India already has such MOU with China on hydrological data from the Brahmaputra, which has been proved effective during monsoon flood. This is the thing data that they want to explain. In fact, the data exchange was always embedded within the IWT with and India. This is mainly about the information that they want to see how the Indus Water Treaty mm, can affect both the countries and how they are facing. This message is mainly about how the treaty explains that the areas affected due to the flood, and this treaty mainly is between the Pakistan and India to remove the problem of water crisis, or even they they have to remove the border areas war. This is the main thing. So let's move on to the another topic. Let her wisdom guide you. Okay, this is the name of the topic. Before going to this, I have to read the front one. Sliding currency, US tariff, a straining rupees equation with dollar. Sooner India conclude trade deal, better it is for rupees standing. Oh, this is the good news. This is the good news. So here is the data. How tariff help India's currency to ready to fight with them. This is the data that explain the idea of the tariff. Mainly, we think that tariff only give means we only see the negative impact of the tariff because India have to pay a huge burden and they have huge burden to pay tax on the US government. But after all, with a lot of demerit, there is one single merit. Okay, so let's move on to the line that is written here. The strain of ever increasing tariff throughout the year pushed the Indian currency to fall to an all time 88.44 to a dollar on September 11. This is the data that shows. So, this you have to read all this in detail because I'm unable to read each line in detail. But this is mainly about the competition between Indian rupees and the dollar, how they compete each other with how they compete with each other in the market, so their values can't decrease. Okay, so they want to make the level of currency much mm, more stronger than ever. This is the idea we want to say. So let's move on to the another one. Do not gag court calling for prior restraint in Adani defamation case. Government takes down our order, both undermine free press. Oh. So let's move on to the topic where we already read about this. Let's let her wisdom guide you. This is by the author Sambhu Samrat Samajdar and Shashank R. Joshi. This is about that. I think this is about the Pujo that is coming, the Durga Pujo. So, spiritual invocation of Ma Durga is about compassion and kindness. This is the thing. When mind and mantra falter, let kindness continue. Okay? When guilt crowd the chest, let a single mark clear the air. And when you meet someone who needs a hand, give it gently. Often that very often that very touch in her hand, though yours. This is the thing. When means through this passage, if we conclude, if we want to explain it in brief, then the good the good faith that the author want to explain us that when the mind and the mantra falter means when our mind is filled with a lot of mantras and with a lot of bhakti and the a lot of how I can say how can I can explain with a lot of spiritualities if it filled with this, so the kindness start and the kindness will always continue. It never ends. This is the thing that the author want to say. When guilt crowds the chest, okay, when there is a guilt in the chest, okay, means even if I talk about any topic, if you have guilt about anything, and when you say the word ma, it feels like it doesn't feel like the clear in the clear air or in this clear room or a place where you clearly pronounce a single word ma, and when you say this word ma, after that you feel like too too lightly, means you feel like you don't have any burden or anything, you feel too much light after that. This is the thing that they want to say, author want to say. That you have to give everything on the hand of the mother. It's mainly about the Ma Durga. Then give all the thing, give all the tension on her, and she will, she will be there to help us. Okay, so this is the main idea what the author want to say. Let's read it line by line because it's very good. I love to read it. In Sanatana Dharma, the divine means the पूजनीय जिसको पूजा किया जा सके. The divine feminine Ma Durga embodies compassion, strength, and love that heals. Embodied means totally it's totally wrapped with the strength, passion, and the love that heals all the problem. Many saints say that in Kali Yuga, simple Shraddha, devotion with the sincere heart can lift us into her grace if you have a simple and truth feeling about your puja. In Hindi we say Shraddha. If you have that level of Shraddha that feels like a grace, that feels like you are in a heaven. Okay, this is the thing that I also want to say. Both manas means the mind and the mantra are ways to the mother. There is two ways to go in front of your mother, in front of the Ma Durga, the Devi, the divine, the eternal, the Devi Durga. The two ways, the only two ways to talk with her is through mind and through mantras. The two way. A quiet mind become a clean lamp. When you have a quiet and relaxed mind, when I pray now, I always say, God, that give me a peaceful mind. So this is the peaceful mind that they want to say, they also want to say, that it's like a clean lamp, a scared sound, sacred. Sacred means the pavitra, okay, holy. So sound steadies the flame. Sometimes, though, the door opened with just one honest breath and the whisper of mom. One doctor met an 85-year-old mother, okay, who had come alone with a fever, hard of hearing. She learned as a doctor, repeat the instruction, then waited for the son who never arrived. A call, a rickshaw, a safe ride home, a small necessary kindness. Means this is the author that they mainly talk about the story. Okay. And this says that how the word ma can cool, can calm a child. Okay, even after hearing the word ma, the real mom who hear this word, their heart can also become become melt, getting melt. Okay, this is the idea. So the mainly thing the author want to explain that when we calls our mother and when they arrive, it's not feel like every stress, tension, panic will getting gone for forever. It feels like nah, this is the thing that when the Ma Durga came, okay, at that 9 days or 10 days on that time, the place, the environment feels like all things is just like a pure sacred. This is the idea you may discovered. Okay, so author want to say through their article that there is a single way to go in front of Ma, and the single way is the faith and the mantra. Okay, so this is the thing that the author want to clarify. This is the idea page. If anyone want to read, then please read it. When process is punishment, India needs a people's movement against UAPA. So this is the page. Finally, we are at the end of the newspaper, and this is the last slide that I'm going to explain. After that, I am unable to explain anything. I will just scroll down, even the sports page. So at that time, we will end the news session. So this is the last slide. So we have to explain in detail and read in detail. So the gold rates is increasing, and this causes inflation in the economy. This is the data. So this is the economy page. The first topic of this is that Supreme Court agrees to hear VI's plea against Dodd's fresh demand. Government open to talks on agar relief for Vodafone Idea. So another news is that order sidesteps public shareholding issues role of FPI. SEBI, who is the chairman of SEBI? Can anyone tell me? SEBI clean check to Adani, but some Hindenburg allegation unanswered. Oh, so in this paragraph, this mainly talks about that the new demand overlap with the earlier ones means the demand of that Vodafone idea is getting rise. How? So telecom operator Vodafone Idea argued that rupees 5,606 crore of that new demand made by the DOT overlap with the periods already settled under the 2020 order and therefore lacks legal basis. It urged the court to quash the reclaim or a direct reconciliation of accounts. This is mainly about the Vodafone idea and how it relieve, okay, the consumer's point of view. This is the main idea. And the second news is mainly about the Adani's Hindenburg case, where they mainly talk about the financial research firms and short seller 106-page report. This is the main data. If you want to read, then read it. In a dramatic change of fortune, Vedya takes $5 billion stakes in Intel. BSC NSE snap 3-day rally. Adani Group stock surge. CA flags critical trade-off for India in energy transition. Who is the CA? I highlight the name of the CA, V. Anant Nageswaran. Tell me the name of the CA, V. Anant Nageswaram. Remember it, don't try to forget it because some names are too much important. So these are things new GST rates may not burden government. So here we end our session. Oh, this is a news relevant. Relevant news. Beijing demands non-discriminatory environment for Chinese firms. Trump Xi makes progress on TikTok deal. Plan to meet in South Korea next month. Oh, so finally, we are going to end this session. If you genuinely liked my content, then please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you will like my content. Thank you for watching my lectures. Okay, so here we end our session. Thank you.